Welcome back to a very special Patch Tuesday recap brought to you by PDQ. Now, obviously, every Patch Tuesday is special to us sysadmins, whether you like them or whether you loathe them. I mean, that's kind of up to you. But this one is extra special because it lands on March 10th, also known as Mario Day. Get it? March 10th, M-A-R-1-0. You get it. March 10th is awesome because Mario was a huge part of my life growing up. He's a major reason why I did not get good grades in school. But today is also extra special because it's also National Ranch Day. And our very own security team lead here at PDQ is named Ranch, and she is great at keeping me from clicking stuff that I shouldn't be. So let's celebrate by diving in and seeing what released this Patch Tuesday. We've got 78 total exploits patched, 3 of which are critical, 75 of which are important. Now, this is important because we've got 16 remote code execution. I feel like that's generally lower than it usually is. So that's looking positive there. We've got 43 elevation of privilege, 9 information disclosure, 4 spoofing, 4 denial of service, and 2 feature bypass. Now, this is where things get really good this month compared to last month because we've only got 2 publicly disclosed and 0 actively exploited. And if you compare that to last month, well, last month was a hot mess. So we are looking good there. Okay, let's dive into some highlights. One of our highest rated and also one of our 2 publicly disclosed vulnerabilities this month is CVE 2026-21262, which impacts SQL Server. This elevation of privilege vulnerability would allow an authenticated user to elevate their privileges on vulnerable systems. As we mentioned, this is a publicly known exploit, so if you run SQL Server with lower privileged users that you don't necessarily trust, I would probably prioritize this update. All right, our only other publicly known vulnerability this release is CVE 2026-26127. This is an out-of-bounds read vulnerability discovered in .NET that could lead to a denial of service if exploited. While denial of service vulnerabilities generally don't receive as high as CVSS scores as other exploits, this one does have a network attack vector and low complexity. And with the sheer number of .NET applications in production environments, this is another update I would prioritize. And just in case you had forgotten about Print Nightmare and all those print spooler service attacks, it made a comeback this month as if we needed more reasons to dislike printers. CVE 2026-23669 is another vulnerability impacting the print spooler that could lead to remote code execution over a network with just low-level privileges. Thankfully, the exploit is not publicly known at this time, so we can keep the panic to a minimum, but I'm curious if anyone out there has achieved a state of true zen by getting rid of all printers in their organization. If so, please teach me your ways. Now get out there and celebrate today by applying some updates, repeatedly saying, "It's a me" with a bad Italian accent, and dunking your pizza into some creamy, delicious ranch, because salads are gross. And of course, a special shout out to PDQ's very own Ranch for helping keep our environment secure and for giving us the perfect excuse to dedicate an entire Patch Tuesday recap in her honor. Thanks for watching, everybody. For PDQ, I'm Brock.